Now normally on Retro Core we feature lots of games, but we don't really do much on the hardware. Well, today we're going to do something a little bit different. In the post today, this arrived. This is the PXP 3 Slim Station. Oh yeah. And just look at that quality box. Oh yeah, lovely and shiny. 16-bit new game. Yeah. Wow, it's got over 999,000 games in it. Yeah, bullshit. But what do you expect from China? 1 gig of power. Bullshit. Okay, so on the front we've got Spider-Man. On the side we've got some generic football wankers. And some shit on the back. I really do love this bit of text here about the LCD screen. LCD screen notes. Due to the characteristics of LCD, there are some dots that do not light up or never turn off. However, please take note, this is not a defect. Yeah, in other words, it's a shit LCD screen. Luckily this one seems to be perfect. Maybe I got a faulty one, who knows. Okay, so let's take a look at what you get in the box. Okay, so we've got a USB adapter cable, a plug to plug it in, TV cable. Yes, that's right, you can plug this into the TV. The actual unit and bag, and some instructions. Okay, let's take a look at these instructions. Come on, focus. Okay, 16-bit pocket game. Digital pocket system. Okay. And opening up, we find out that it's in a language which I cannot read. I have absolutely no idea what language this is in. Certainly not English, that's for sure. Oh well, they were a waste of time. So what's in this pretty nasty looking bag? Well, let's open it up and you'll find out. Oops. Okay, this is the actual PXP 3. Oh wow, now look at it. Now to be honest, at first glance it does look fairly nice. You know, it's fairly decently made for a bit of Chinese shit. It is a bit cheap, mind you, the plastic use, but you know, at least it looks half decent. Around the back of the system we have a little bit of a metal here, and opening this we have the what would be the battery slot with a nice shiny battery. Yeah. Okay, but actually feels solid enough. Top of the unit we got these L&Rs. Pretty clicky, not too bad. The D-pad is a bit on the crappy side. The buttons are a bit spongy, but you know what you expect. We have a volume control here, and we got the TV out here and the mini USB here, and on the side we got the power switch on. So let's switch it on and see what it's like. Okay, so we're actually using the cartridge at the moment. Actually, let's take that out and switch it on without the cartridge in. Okay, so we've got a rip-off of Angry Birds there. Turn it down a bit. So as you can see, it's got quite a lot of games on, and they do repeat. I think in total it's got about 100 different games on. And the graphic emulation is pretty good on them. Unfortunately, the sound emulation is terrible. Let's take a game which you can easily tell the sound on. Elemental Master. Yeah, that sound is terrible. but surprisingly the screen quality is really nice. I know it's nice and sharp and there's no blurriness on it whatsoever. And this one, as I said, has no dead pixels. And best of all, it's in the correct aspect ratio, none of this stupid 16.9 stretched rubbish. A proper 4.3 screen. So as you can see, the actual game emulation is pretty good, apart from the sound, which is awful. You do get this cartridge with it, if it wants to focus. Come on, focus please. There we go. It says it's got 9,000, no, how many games is there? 900,000 games in one. Yeah, right. Basically, it's got about 50 games on it, and they repeat an awful lot. You just slide it into the top of the machine like this, power it up, and you can choose all your games from the menu. I do really like the way they put little screenshots there. It's really nice the way they've done that. Okay, let's try a little bit of Samurai Shodown. I go press start button. These buttons down here don't actually do anything, although they are connected. That just resets the machine. The select button does nothing, and to start the game you press start. Now, what I haven't mentioned is when you press these L and R buttons, the little LEDs light up blue. I have no idea what the point of that is. I don't know, some sort of kiddie gimmick, who knows. It's really hard playing this through the viewfinder of the camera. Now the problem with the D-pad is it has a lot of travel on it, so it's pretty difficult to get any diagonal action moves out. So for fighting games, it's not exactly too hard. Okay, so as mentioned, the actual quality of the LCD or the LED or whatever type of screen it is pretty good. It's sharp, it doesn't blur, and it's got a pretty decent viewing angle on it, as you can see right there. In fact, the only major gripe with this machine is the sound emulation. It's bloody awful. But what does it look like when you plug it into a normal HD TV? Well, let's try it out. Okay, we're going to be plugging it into the FrameMeister, because to be fair, even a normal Mega Drive on a modern HD TV looks like a load of crap. And running this through composite on a modern TV is just going to look terrible. So we're running through the FrameMeister to give it a bit of a chance of looking anything half decent. Okay, let's switch it on the TV. Okay, well as you can see it's connected to the TV. And the picture quality is not bad, it's okay I guess. Let's see what's like running a game. Yeah, the control seems nice, there's no lag, surprisingly from a cheap piece of crap like this. Yeah, it seems to work pretty decently. Let's try a different game. Okay, now here's a game that needs precise controls. This is Guardian Heroes. Sorry, not Guardian Heroes, Gunstar Heroes. Let's see how this looks. There's an awful lot of interference on the screen. Ooh, that runs pretty slow. The game seems to run at normal speed, but the actual audio is really slow. Okay, and just to give you an idea of how a real Mega Drive should look, let's look at the exact same game running on real Mega Drive hardware. And just look how sharp that writing is there. But to be fair, this Mega Drive is running through RGB. Also, the screen size is a lot bigger using real hardware. Oh yeah, they're classic. So there we have it, the PXP3. Is it worth owning? Well, considering this only cost me about 2,000 yen, including shipping from China, I'd say yes it is. As I said, the machine comes with around about 100 games built in, the cartridge has got about another 50 games on it, and you know, they are quality games. It's not jam-packed full of stupid shitty sports games. You do get some quality games on there, such as this. We've got Super Shinobi 3 or Revenge of Shinobi 2, depending on what title you want to call it. The unit itself is pretty cheap, but you know, it doesn't look too bad. It sort of looks the part and it feels nice enough. And the graphical emulation on the machine is very good. Games seem to run just fine. They seem to run full speed, and as mentioned, the only problem is the audio. It's terrible. But if you can live with really bad audio emulation, then yeah, why not pick one up? They're pretty cheap, you get over 100 games to play. Stick it in your car glove box or something. Sure beats playing emulation on the phone without any real controls, that's for sure.